Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 130. And I'm standing here in my goods terminal, currently unused, of course. And you may recall from an earlier episode the stockroom catalog that I made, and then I didn't use it a whole lot. So in case you don't know or have forgotten, the stockroom catalog is an item from Railcraft, and what it allows you to do is select various inventories, such as these lockers right here. And you can see there are some particles coming off of these lockers. That means that these are selected. So the stockroom catalog will, when you have selected one or more inventories, when you open it, it will display the contents, a sum of the contents of these inventories. So, for example, since I have selected my coal locker, the catalog shows that I have 411 pieces of coal. Now, it doesn't show just this locker. It would show any coal that is in any of the selected lockers or inventories, to be a bit more generic. So if I take a stack of coal out and then open this again, you can now see that we have 347 instead of 411. And if I were to put the coal in here, we now have, once we select that, we now have 411 again, even though the coal isn't in the same place. So it shows the sum of all of the items across all of the inventories. Now, it has some additional features. If I click this button on the right here, I get a summary, or I get a list of the inventories that contain these items. So right now we can see there's only one locker, and we can see its coordinates and the amount. So that would be this locker right here, of course. Now if I take another stack out and put it back in here, and we now check this button here, we can now see that two lockers contain coal, and one of them contains a single stack. And that's obviously the lapis locker. Now, if you happen to have a waypoint compass, which would display in one of these slots here, you could, if you wanted to, select one of these inventories, and it would automatically set the coordinates of the waypoint compass to that inventory. So you could then use the compass to locate it, to find the items you are searching for. Now, if you recall, the reason I ended up not using the stockroom catalog a whole lot was because my primary method of storing things were the crates from Better Storage. And unfortunately, the stockroom catalog doesn't work very well with the crates because of the way they randomly provide their contents to any onlooker. So it looked very weird in the stockroom catalog, where it would, where the list would change each time you open it, because every time you open it, it would query the crate for its contents, and it would receive some random stacks, and not all of them at once. But with the lockers as a large part of my storage, at least for generic resources, I can use the stockroom catalog to track them, so I can see how much of certain resources I have. For example, if I were to find redstone, sort by name. Whoops. Let's do that again. Click the page switch button. There's no redstone here, so I have no redstone stored, and I can find that out pretty quickly. You can also see what I have the most of, which of course is coal, and then I have quite a bit of salt. I have 63 boxes stored away somewhere apparently, and those are in a chest. That would probably be this one. Yeah, here are 33 boxes, or 63 I mean. So, that makes the stockroom catalog a little more useful. Now I still have a lot of items in crates here and there, which I cannot efficiently track with the catalog, but that's fine. I should probably include these because I have some stuff there as well. Now, I ended up making a couple of more catalogs, and I've named them appropriately to avoid confusing them with each other, because having 3 items with the same name that are linked to different things would be pretty confusing. So we have the mining catalog, and this is connected to a single inventory, and that is the input for my sorting system, where the spoils from Serene's mining operations are dumped. So that would be this locker down here. And when Serene is mining, I usually have this pipe here set to whitelist, and it's whitelisted to these junk blocks here. So it would only pull out garbage, basically, things I don't really want or care about. But it would keep the ores and such inside of this locker until Serene is done, and I come down here and switch this pipe so I can see what I got. And I've linked this catalog to this locker so that I can see remotely what I have collected. So, for example, if I'm if I want diamonds for something, now I have a few diamonds, I think, already. Yeah, quite a bit, actually. More than I thought. But if I'm searching for redstone, and I've scanned out an area where there is redstone, instead of having to come down here and check if Serene has mined up any redstone yet, I can just take out this mining catalog and open it, and it will list all of the items that has been collected from the mining operation. Similarly, I also have a food catalog, and you can probably guess what this does. It's linked to my kitchen to include the freezer, the oven, and the cupboard to the right of the kitchen, where I have my food things. So this will list all of my ingredients and potential prepared food items. So I can see what I have stored in my kitchen, which could be useful when I'm outside collecting ingredients for certain meals. At least that was my idea. So, I haven't recorded in a while. I haven't had to because I had a decent buffer built up. So, I kind of forgotten what I was doing. Oh yeah, the logistics system for the factory. I think I completed this. There are, of course, room for expansion. Now, I had some issues with components, I think. might not have any more. Maybe that was in a test world. Supported components 8. But how many are connected? Let's get out the analyzer. Do we check? We have 8. Alright. So we are maxed out. So if we want to add any more stacks to the factory, we are going to have to upgrade the processor. I would like some covers to put over these, but I can do that some other time. So we have the pressure system set up that is working nicely. We have paper production going over here, and we have circuit plate production and stone production. Right. I needed to figure out a way to get cobblestone over here, because currently it is not being sent here automatically. Now, there are a couple of things that ended up pretty bad. We have the input from the sorting system over here, and here is where my cobblestone is stored, of course. And that happens to be all the way across from the factory with all this stuff in between. So I have no good way of carrying cobblestone from where it's stored to the factory. And I don't think there is an elegant solution to that. I could use a drone, but it would be kind of wasteful to have a drone just to carry cobblestone across. An alternative would be to use a minecart, but I don't really have room for that, and I don't really want to have a minecart going across my base. And unfortunately, underground there's a lot of cables and pipes over here going places. That might be a solution, to have a minecart underground. I might be able to fit that in, but I am not sure. I also have a pipe here, an item pipe, that actually goes all the way over here. What I could probably do, now this is for carrying wood over here, of course, and saplings apparently, even though that wasn't really intended. I could potentially reuse this pipe to request cobblestone as well, and I think that might actually be the best solution. So what I would probably do is have a diamond pipe here, then have a pipe come over here to probably to this hopper, which I might move to this side actually, and then have a gate measure the contents of the hopper, of course, and then I would have, since I have the wood use the bread wire, I would probably have what's the next color? It's blue, I think. I think it's red, blue, green, yellow. So it would have a blue pipe wire going across the pipe, which will cost a bit of resources to make. They're pretty cheap though, so not really in a bad way. And then I would have a gate on this the storage drawer here, which would connect to this pipe and would send items up it. So I would have a pipe coming up here with plugs probably to keep it from connecting to this steam oven, and then connect to this diamond pipe here, I guess, because this is here to separate sand coming from the tree farm and send it down into here. So I could use this diamond pipe, come in from that side of the diamond pipe and send cobblestone down the yellow side. That would probably work pretty well, actually. Now, one problem that I'm going to have to deal with is, of course, going to be overflow. Let's see. Plumbers. Let's see what I have in here. I probably don't have any more diamond pipes. Let's check the chest up here. Briefly thought of taking out the catalog, but that's probably fast. It was faster to go up and check the chest. No, I don't have any diamond pipes in there. So we're going to have to grab a couple of diamonds and make a new set. I should have some glass here. Plenty. We make 8 more diamond pipes, and we're going to need that over here. We're going to put it in here, like so. Then put the pipe wire back. Now, I want wood, spruce wood, to go down the black line, of course. Then I'm going to need another pipe plug because I don't want this pipe to connect like that. We're going to need a few more cobblestone pipes as well. Don't know if I have any. Doesn't look like it. So let's grab some cobblestone, which I have plenty of, and some glass. 8 will do to use all of the cobblestone. Like that. Give us a stack, which is plenty. So we're going to move this hopper, and I'm lucky the generator isn't running, or it would have been set on fire again. I do remember that. I'm going to have this, have this come over here. Now I had a gate in here. That's an autarkic gate. That would be a waste. I just need something to check the contents. Doesn't have to have a pulsar on it. So we're going to grab a regular... Oh wait, no. Regular gate won't work because this cannot interface with blue pipe wire. It can only interface with red pipe wire. Now a quartz gate, let's do a search for gates. and find quartz. Should be there. Quartz can interface with red, blue, and green, which is excellent. I have made some blue pipe wire ahead of time, as you can see. I also happen to have a pipe plug, which is nice. I'm going to need 2 of these. Now I am going to put one with a pulsar on it here for now, even though it's kind of a waste because I don't have anything else. Now I don't think this pipe wire is going to be enough to cover the entire distance, but we're going to have to see. Right, so we want a blue pipe signal when there is less than 25% cobblestone, obviously. Don't know why I have these planks, so let's get rid of those. Let's see, I'm going to have to put pipe wire. I might actually to be able to place it, because this pipe goes through the wall for of the distance. So to put down the pipe wire, I'm probably going to have to crawl up there and then break the pipe and then place it back behind me and put back the red and blue pipe wire. Otherwise, I won't be able to get to all of it, or most of it. Well, both of those, I suppose. So that's going to take a while. I'm also going to need more blue pipe wire, of course. Let's see. I want cobblestone to be sent down the red. Now I should probably also filter out the saplings that are coming down this way. What's involved in making one of these again? A chest and some planks. With the wood supply I have access to from here, I should be able to make one of those. I need 2 more of those, and I'm also going to need these extra planks, which happen to be here. So that's fortunate. So if I do that, I get a spruce drawer, which I can... I'm actually going to put here, so it doesn't... That's the wrong way. But... perhaps I can rotate it? No. Well, whatever. Let's just put saplings there, and put that there. That will do. Now, for some more pipe wire, we're going to need some more lapis. I think I might have lapis in here. Plenty of it, in fact. So we throw that in there, turn that on, and it'll make some more pipe wire for me. In the meantime, let's go over here. Now hopefully I can extract out of the side of this drawer. I can never remember if they restrict the sides or not. Do I have wooden extraction pipe will work fine. Do need some more pipe plugs though. If I remember correctly, you can craft structure pipes, something like this. Yes, and then turn those into pipe plugs. Nice. That's perfect. So we put these like that, and then plug the sides here, and then we'll connect up to the diamond pipe. Whoops. Stupid lag. There we go. Grab a piece of cobblestone and send. Actually, don't need to do that. Let's put something like a bottle in the green path, because I want nothing to go down the green path or the red path. So I want sand to come down the blue path and everything else to go down the yellow path. So both cobblestone and the planks and the saplings will go down the yellow path, and sand will go down the blue path. So then we are going to put blue pipe wire here. And we're going to put the second gate here. And we're going to do energy pulsar when there is a blue pipe signal. We got some items pulled out there, and there's one on top of there. What way that is? That doesn't matter. So those are going to go down the pipe over to the factory, like that, which is perfect, just what I wanted. Now I'm going to break my way into here, and this is one of the reasons I love smart moving. So now I can place pipes behind me and put the wire back onto them. Well, put the red wire back onto them and add some blue pipe wire for our new connection. Now I still might not have enough. Fortunately, there's going to be a point ahead where I'll be able to get out of the tunnel temporarily, because it opens up into the staircase, which is handy. There I will be able to get some more pipe wire as needed. Right. Thought it wasn't placed there, but it just was hard to see from where I was. It's alright. So here's one opening, but that's not the one I was referring to. Here we have some facades that cover up the existence of this pipe from the stairs. That is the opening I was talking about earlier. So I have 10 left. That might be a few short. I'm not sure how many blocks there actually is left. But we can make another. If we grab some more pipe wire, let's see, we need iron. So if we, whoops, I hate that, but whatever. We had some iron here. It should make 8 more fairly quickly, and that should be enough to cover the entire distance. So we pop back in here and then keep placing our pipes. And this should solve the cobblestone transporting problem. Now my one worry is overflow. If more items are traversing the pipe than fits into the hopper in the other end, then there is going to be right. I got confused about which way I was facing. But there's going to be overflow and items popping out over here, since the hopper will fill up and the remaining items in the pipe will not be able to fit. Now I hope 25%, because once the amount of cobblestone gets over 25%, hopefully that will shut off early enough to allow me to remove these to get out. Hopefully that will shut off early enough to allow the remaining items to fit, but we will have to see. So, is the pipe wire on? It shouldn't be, or it should be on, because this is empty. Ah, yes. Just specify there. So now that turns on. Now what I can do if that happens is add another hopper so now we're going to have a lot of cobblestone flowing down towards towards the factory. Eventually it's going to get there. Whoops. That's not good. That did turn off the pipe signal briefly, though. Also need a block to put here. Should have some stone bricks left over. Put that in there. So yeah, now unfortunately we have reached the end of this episode. Now this episode is going to be the last one for a little bit, because I need to remove my graphics card and send it into the place I bought it from, because it is not working correctly. and hopefully I will get a new one uh, quickly, hopefully within a week. But while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to suspend the Let's Play for that period until I get a new graphics card, or at least gets this one back. But hopefully they will realize that there's something very wrong with it, uh, and give me a new one. Because using this one is not fun. It works, but the crashes that it causes are not fun. So know that there are not going to be, there might not be any episodes for a couple of slots. For about a week or so, I would guess. So I will see you in the next episode, in about a week, perhaps.